Good evening, folks, and welcome to our Epic Business Opportunity Overview and Informational Session. My name is Dave Silverman, Platinum Senior Vice President. I'd like to thank you for coming out this evening to find out an opportunity that can truly change your life as it changed mine. A little of my background, I went, did the typical thing, went to school, got in college, went and got a master's degree, which, not necessarily typical, got good grades, got a good job with good company. But what I found was that I was working a ton of hours on what's called salary, which means I wasn't getting paid for all my time. And I had more month than I had money. Even though I had a good job, I had no high expenses, children, everything else. And I was looking for additional income, looking for some tax advantages, looking for, a plan B, as I'd call it, to be able to retire early. And when I came across this opportunity, I was a little cynical, skeptical to begin with, but after I looked at it, it just made sense to me. And over a couple years of spare time, part-time effort, it allowed me to walk away from a full-time engineering career. It actually retired me from that career. I was able to become a full-time dad to my children at the time. My kids were still in high school at that point, and it's been a blessing. So let me talk a little about what the company is and what we do, and then what's in it for you. So name of our company is EPIC, stands for Equity, Profitability, Integrity, and Community. Our mission statement is to help people live happier, healthier, and wealthier lives by providing a lucrative opportunity for financial success and personal growth. See, we're positioned in front of the biggest industries out there. We're looking to create multimillionaires through our company, through the industry, and through our profit sharing plan. We're working with the best products, the best companies out there in the industry, bar none. And what we're doing is we're helping people with things they need and use each and every day. We're not trying to sell people stuff they're not going to use. All of our products and our services benefit people, and we get paid simply for referring others. Now, think about this. If you have a good restaurant, imagine every time you told someone about your favorite restaurant and they went there, you got paid every time someone ate at that restaurant. How many people would you tell about that restaurant if you really loved that restaurant? So we get paid off referrals. And again, it stands for equity, profitability, integrity, and community. Those are our mantras. So why are you here? Well, some of us are here for guilt. Your friend pushed you into coming out, look at the information, come look at my business. When I first was looking at the industry, that's how I ended up there. Although I was looking for something, I was a little bit, again, skeptical. My friend, told me about this business, and I thought it was one of them things, those kind of things. But I came out and looked at it. So you may be coming out here just to look at this as a favor to a friend. Great, and hopefully it's a benefit to you as well. Lack of time. We're in debt. The economy's bad. Overworked and underpaid. A lot of people are looking for another income stream, but they don't want to take a second job. See, a second job requires you to work someone else's hours. You're a slave to someone else's schedule. And the thing is, when you stop working that second job, your income stops. Here, the income continues on, even if you have to take time off. This is about getting paid when you're working, when you're sleeping, when you're with your family. It's a 24-hour day cash register. I'm going to show you how that works. Unless it's equity ownership. Our company is the only company in the industry that offers profit sharing equity to every single person in the company, not just at the senior management levels. Like when I was in corporate America, only top management ever got profit sharing. Here, you start with profit sharing day one in the business. So it's fantastic. Now, the thing that brought me to the business, again, was looking for some extra income, but the tax write-offs. Okay. The tax write-offs, when you're a employee, you can write off three things: your interest on your home, your charitable contributions, and your children. There's over 400 different tax write-offs for business owners. In fact, when Congress put all the laws together, they wrote the laws for business owners. That's why the people in Congress seem to end up with an awful lot of money, an awful lot more money than they made in Congress because of the tax advantage. They write the rules for themselves and they apply to everyone that's an entrepreneur and a business owner. So, self-employment, you write off your home office. I got a new television set, recarpeted my home office, painted, health insurance premiums. I don't go on vacations anymore. I take business trips. All my meals, all my travel, all my vehicle, my car, my gasoline, my insurance. Even the products and services that I offer through the company can be tax write-offs. So our television service, our CBD service, our CBD products. I'm going to get into all those in a few moments there. But there's lots. It's worth thousands of dollars a year in extra tax refunds just for opening a business. So every single person, regardless, if you have a job, you need to have a side business to take advantage of all the government has put in place for tax write-offs. because you could get, again, thousands of dollars back in extra tax refunds every year without really changing much of anything that you're doing. Okay, so ask yourself, do you know anyone who drinks coffee, tea, anyone with chronic pain? How many know people use gas or electricity, heat their home, turn on a light switch, who visits the doctor? How about watches, how getting paid on television? Okay, suffers from diabetes, needs technical support, business that wants to do marketing or advertising. We have a variety of different products and services, all of which benefit individuals and businesses. Again, we have three divisions in our company. We have a home division for individuals. We have a business division with our business products, and then we have a wellness division as well. So let me get into that a little bit and tell you a little more about this. So our premier product, okay, this is a product that no one else has. It's called Captivated Glucose Support and Weight Loss Management product. And it's amazing. Okay, I can't speak more excited about this product. I started taking this product. Actually, we had it for several years, and I didn't think I needed to wait. I really wasn't looking to use the product. I didn't really get it. And I started using it actually just a couple months back. And without changing much of anything, it suppresses your appetite. I've lost over 30 pounds. I haven't been this light since I was back, in my freshman year of college. Okay, and I'm 60 right now. So it's an amazing product. The testimonials. So first my blood pressure dropped, then I dropped about 21 pounds. You got to try this, you missed the opportunity. Dr. Sherman Chambers. I'm a type 2 diabetic and I needed this product. I was kind of skeptical first, but after 3 days, he was able to stop taking insulin. So it's something, weight loss, normalize your blood sugar. And actually, we're doing something now. We have a Captivated challenge going on right now in our company, a weight loss challenge with prizes and raffles. But it's just a super product, and I'll say it is, all I did was start taking it. I didn't start exercising or anything else. I didn't anything else. Once I start exercising, summer comes around. Oh my God, I'm gonna lose even more weight. But also my numbers went down. I went to the doctor, and last year my numbers were high. The doctor ordered and statins and all kinds of medicines and stuff, and that's why I decided to try this product. And when I went back to the doctor, my numbers had dropped so significantly, it told me it would be several more years probably before I need to start taking any of these medications. So it is absolutely huge. In addition to that, we have the most delicious coffee. We have gourmet coffee and tea. Okay, coffee is the most consumed beverage in the world. Our coffee is infused with MCT oil and Ramon seeds. It's a healthy coffee, antioxidants, helps you with weight loss. Said 15 plus delicious varieties, everything from your hazelnut to your French vanilla to your Ethiopian Sodomo to your Colombian to our two newest flavors, our caramel bourbon pecan and our B52. Okay, and they're absolutely scrumptious. And then if you're a caffeine person, we have our launch coffee. That's basically rocket fuel. It's 420 milligrams per cup. It's the equivalent basically of drinking two 5-hour energy shots at a time in one cup of coffee. We also have delicious teas. So it's a flavor for everyone's taste. And what I'll say about our coffee is it does not have that nasty bitter aftertaste. So I tell people, don't even add the cream or the sugar until you've tried the coffee because you probably don't need it. Most of us use cream and sugar to cover up the nastiness of the bitterness of the coffee. This is like drinking a fine beverage of whatever kind of beverage. Think of your favorite beverage. It's a finest, smoothest beverage you could ever have. It's an amazing product. Okay, in addition to that, we have CBD products. We have products for overall health and wellness, things to help you with anxiety, help you with pain, help you sleep better. Products to help you with immune support. We have gummies. Our sleep gummies are absolutely amazing, and our energy gummies. I take both of those. The sleep gummies, if I'm having a challenge falling asleep, your mind's racing, I take one of the gummies, and within about 10 minutes, it just calms my mind. It doesn't make me groggy, or it doesn't make you wake up next morning feeling all out of it or anything, but just gives you that feeling, that kind of relaxing, clear your mind, be able to settle down and sleep. We also have CBD coffee and teas, and all of our CBD products are what's called isolate, which means there is no THC in them. Everyone thinks of CBD as pot and marijuana, and it's not. CBD is grown from hemp. It's legalized in 2018 in the Farm Bill. It's legal throughout the entire United States. All of our products are legal in all 50 states. Now, the only product that has THC in it is our Delta 8 and our Delta 9 gummies, and they're incredible. Again, our products go through enhanced FDA testing. We're a nutritional supplement. We are not required to go through any testing or anything, but all of our stuff is lab tested. We go through the enhanced FDA testing. Our stuff is grown in an FDA registered facility. So it's not coming in on some boat from some foreign country. Our stuff is U.S. grown, non-GMO, just incredible product. But the Delta 8 and Delta 9 gummies do have THC in them. When people talk about edibles, people are taking edibles for pain. I have someone that was on opiates for a long time. He had a motorcycle accident. He took opiates every single day for the pain, and he started taking these. Takes a half a gummy in the morning, half in the afternoon, and it totally took him off of that and all the side effects that come from opiates. So, again, some incredible products. In addition to that, television. We have streaming television. If you see free with 10, you refer 10 people, you get your streaming television for free. You can use it anywhere in the world, up to five connections at a time. You get five simultaneous connections. You can share them. I share one with my mom. I share one with my daughter down in North Carolina. So it's kind of like the old Netflix model before they cramped down the thing. And no contract checks, no overhead, no additional fees for DVR, no commitments. Again, it's just and it's priced. Again, I was out looking earlier today at some of the other competition out there, the direct TV streamings and the YouTube TVs and the other things out there. And we're anywhere from 25 to 100 to half the price, 25% less to half the price of the other products that are out there. Again, no commitments, and it runs on your TV, runs on your phone, runs on your laptop, runs on your tablet. It runs on a variety of different devices, so you can use it wherever you go, anywhere in the world. Oh, the other thing about TV I forgot to talk about, I'm on Shop for Good, but the other thing is our television has unlimited DVR. You can record as many programs you want at a time. You could record all 190 channels. You could record all of them at once if you wanted to. But the other thing is you have replay for 24 hours, which means if you forget to go in and set a recording for something, you can go back up to 24 hours, set a recording, or go back and start a program over. Let's say you get home late and the ball game's on. And you're like, oh, God, I missed the beginning of the ball game. You just hit replay and it will start at the beginning. You don't have to be on the channel like you do typically with the direct TVs and the Xfinities and the other ones with their, hoppers and all that stuff. Since it's a digital streaming, you can pick up all the channels back up to 24 hours. Our Shop for Good Mall. You've seen stores at Walmart, Macy's, Target, Cheapo Air, United Airlines, Dollar Rent-A-Car, Enterprise, Dyson, Ashley Furniture, Verizon, Ace Hardware. This is only three of the categories. There's actually seven categories, over 200 different stores. Every time someone shops on your Shop for Good shopping mall, okay, you're going to get a couple things. Number one, you're going to get a kickback, a percentage of everything they purchase. Notice if someone goes into your shop, into my Shop for Good shopping mall, and they on their phone, and they click on Walmart on there, well, the Walmart app is still going to open on their phone. Nothing's going to change, and all their information to be there. If the Walmart Plus is there, and if they have coupons is there, everything's there. But it adds some codes in that number one gives a piece of the purchase back to you. That's the shop for. And the good is it gives back to charity. A portion of every purchase through this mall will also go to charity. So it's a win-win situation. Imagine you're getting paid every time people shop on the internet. You simply refer them to a site. They're going to get the best pricing out there, but you're going to get paid on it as well. Okay, so in addition to that, we offer other services, okay? And I'm not even covering all of them, but Epic MD, access to a doctor or nurse 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can write prescriptions for you. No more scheduling appointments during the day. If you need no more having to take off time for work for something very basic, okay? Our text alert product, again, that's another free product, free with five. You refer five people to our text alert product, five companies, five businesses, and text marketing is the most effective method of obtaining and retaining customers out there because it's targeted. See, when you run a newspaper ad, you run a radio ad, what happens is you hope that your people that are interested in your restaurant or your product or your company are listening at the time, and then they get the information, then they write it down. But what text alerts can do, I have a restaurant that I'm just thinking of a specific example, a restaurant last week that wanted to drive business. Their weekdays are a little slow for lunch. So on Tuesday morning, they sent out a text to all of their loyal customers and said, buy one, get one free lunch special today. Now it went to people that already know the restaurant. They love the restaurant. They already subscribe to their VIP text alerts to the restaurant. And they literally filled, in fact, there was lines out the door. The restaurant had a waiting thing on a Tuesday at lunch. So incredible way to build a business. Again, free with five. Gas and electricity. Imagine getting paid every time someone turns on the light switch or heats their home over and over. It's residual income. You sign them up one time, every time they pay a bill, every time they order a product, you get paid over and over and over again. It doesn't get any better than that. Okay, so that's some of the products and services. We have, again, over 20 different product lines and services, but what I'll tell you is between our Captivita product with the weight loss and glucose support product, that is a product that just sets us apart from everyone else. And then you add in the other products with CBD and the streaming television, all the other things we have. You can pick and choose what you want to get paid on, some or all of it. Now, I talked about get paid while you work, you sleep, vacation, and more. See, the idea of the business is not to have to work super hard, is to work smart. Okay, the idea of leveraging. Think about this. Who makes more money? The owner of the company or the employees? Well, obviously the owner, because he has lots and lots of people working for him. And let's say, he makes $5, he has 100 employees, and he makes $5 profit per hour off their work. Okay, after paying, he makes $5 profit. Well, that's $500 an hour profit to the business, to the owner of the company. Think about that, because he's getting paid off the efforts of lots and lots of people. J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire in the U.S., said, "I'd rather have 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own." See, in business, when you're a business owner, you have all the headaches and the overheads and stuff. You don't have any of that here. You get the benefits of getting paid off everything you do, and anyone they refer, that they refer, that they refer, that they refer, that they refer, on down, unlimited. So let me show you the money, because some of you came here to see how to get paid. So the first way we get paid is called residual monthly income. Residual means you do something once, you get paid over and over and over again. So I'm going to use our Captivita glucose support product. Let's say you refer 10 people that want to lose some weight, want to get their blood sugar down, want to get their numbers fixed, want to feel better, want to be healthier. When you refer them to the product, the average residual bounty payout on a bottle is about $20 a bottle plus $1.50, what's called residual override. So there's a little over $200 a month. Now that's a lot of money, but a $200 a month. I was looking the other day, there's from $199 or $169 a month, I can lease a car. So it's a lease on a car payment or whatever. It's a nice dinner out. If you do over the course of a year, that works out to be about $2,500. So imagine what you could do with an extra $2,500 just by some people that want to feel better, get in shape. And this is just one of our products. Again, you can refer to as many of our products and services you want. The next way we get paid is our monthly customer club bonus. Okay. And you can earn anywhere from an additional $100 to up to $500 a month just for building your book of business. So that's $1,200 to $6,000 a year in customer club bonus money. Okay. So right there, you're talking over 8 grand just on this page alone in this example. The next way we get paid, again, I totally get paid off not only what you do, but the efforts of other. See, you know people that I don't know, and they know people that neither of us know. So what's the odds of me referring your neighbor's cousin's friend's sister? Well, without going through you to the neighbor to the cousin, the friend to the sister, not much. So if you refer some people, let's say you refer 5 people that want to make some extra money, they're looking to get some products at wholesale, looking at some discounts, looking for some tax advantages, any of the things I've talked about. You refer 5 people, they go out and they get their same 10 customers. Okay. Now, you get $1.50 override, and that's the minimum. Okay. It's actually the total override is up to $15. The minimum you can get is $1.50. So I'm using the lowest numbers. It goes up from here. But that's $75 a month on those 10 customers. Now, that's not a lot of money, but if a $75 check showed up every month, might be, good down payment, depending where you go out for dinner. It might be, a down payment, most of a dinner or a full dinner for you and your sweetie. Now they share with a few people, 25, they share 125, 625. It grows geometrically, and the money grows geometrically as well. It goes up 75 to 375 to almost 2,000, to almost 10,000, to almost 50,000. And it goes up from there. You can build your team as big as you want. And understand, I started the business, I shared this I talked to about 15 people when I first started the business, and I talked to many more since then. But 15 people that I knew were looking for some tax advantages, looking for some extra money. And actually, 6 of them partnered up with me right off the bat. Those 6 people share it with some people or shared it with some people who have who have grown into well over I have over tens of thousands of people that have partnered up with my organization since I started the company. And understand, the other thing is you're not going to run out of people. Okay. The one thing I wanted people look at this and go, oh, it's one of them pyramid scheme things. No, every business out there, if you look at a company, look at your company. Okay. You have the CEO, you have senior manager, the presidents, the vice presidents, senior managers, junior managers, um, lower level employee workers. It's shaped out in that structure. You have one at the top and it's big at the bottom. Same thing here. We're also never going to run out of people. There's over 360 million people in the United States. Okay. If our company, if we were to bring on 10,000 new people a month, every single month for 10 years, we would not have even touched 1/3 of 1% of the US. 99.7+% of the US would still not even know who we were at bringing on 10,000 people a month for the next 10 years. So the opportunity, I won't say it's ground floor. In the it's in the basement being built up. I mean, there's such an opportunity to grow this thing. It's incredible right now. And again, this is plus your monthly bounties on your personal sales. This is getting paid off the efforts of others and well as your own effort. Okay, so next thing is quick start bonus. Okay, when you started the company, you have the ability to earn up to $1,500 in quick start bonus money. Okay, just by building a team. The first position is called executive trainer. When you should find two people that are like you that want some extra income, want some tax advantage, overworked, underpaid, looking for an opportunity. When you get your first two people, that's a $250 bonus in your first 30 days. Okay, and that can go up to $1,500 depending on how big you want to build it. Now, that's just quick start money. Again, that's extra money. In addition to that, when you help others hit the quick start, see, when you hit the position of executive trainer, that remember I said you get your first two people, like I showed you on the last slide, right over here on the left side, you can see you and two. That's an executive trainer. When you help someone else hit their bonus, you're an executive trainer. In addition to them getting paid, you can earn anywhere from 185 up to over $850. Actually, it's a diamond position. I hadn't even put on this chart here. That's even more money than this in our company. But again, everything is built on the executive trainer position. Okay, you want to become an executive director? Help two people hit executive trainer. So wait, Dave, I get promoted when I help others get promoted. In my job, what I did was I stabbed everyone in the back because I wanted to make sure when my boss was leaving, I got the job because only one person get promoted. Nope. There's no limit to the number of senior vice presidents, platinum, double platinum, or even diamonds that we're going to have in this company. It's all up to you. And again, as you help other people grow, you get paid more and more and more money for helping others. It's a win-win situation. Now, as you hit the position of senior vice president platinum, there's leadership benefits. When you hit senior vice president your first 6 months, it's a $5,000 earned position bonus. Okay, there's anywhere from $1,500 up to $5,000 bonuses for the various positions. Also, you qualify for a luxury car allowance of up to $1,200 a month. Coaching bonuses and what's called benefits of equity. You get additional shares of benefits of equity. And I'm going to explain that in a moment. Our benefits of equity program is basically profit sharing on steroids. It's better than stock options because stock options cost you money. But SVP and Platinum are outstanding positions. Again, the best car you'll ever have is one that someone else makes the payment on. I have a car in my driveway that it's about it was $1,000 a month payment, and my company paid for the entire car note and my insurance and everything else. So it was really incredible. Okay. Now, I talked about the diamond position. This is our top position in the company. We did diamond senior vice president. You get all the senior vice president and platinum benefits, plus it's a $250,000 earned position bonus. When you hit that position, you get $250,000. In addition to that, there's a $5,000 a month lifestyle allowance. Okay, and you're also getting maximum profit pool, or maximum benefit to equity shares. Okay, so there is some significant life-changing money that's available to the company if you want to build it. Now, let me talk about our benefits or equity, the profit sharing program. See, in addition to the most lucrative compensation plan, the benefits of equity really sets us apart. See, number one, everyone gets to participate in this. You profit from everyone's success. So typically, you're not everyone's competing with everyone else. Here, no matter what happens, every time there's profit, money coming to the company, everyone's getting a percentage of it. There's no cost to you. Stock options, You have to come out of your pocket and exercise stock options. It means pulling money out of your pocket, spending money. There's tax complications. And when you exercise the options that year, there's all kinds of liabilities and stuff. Here, you don't have to worry about it. You're simply given equity, and the longer you're with the company and the more you move up and the bigger you build it, the more equity you're going to get. Again, everyone's eligible. And most importantly, it's willable. God forbid something happens to, me. My family certainly wasn't going to take over my computer engineering, job, with a Fortune 500 company. But because of what I've built up a business that has customers and customer getters. And every month, those customers are ordering product, and those customer getters are getting more customers, and they're ordering products. And every time they order, every time they pay a bill off of all the referrals on down the line, my family gets paid. And we can show you how to put yourself in that same situation where you're getting paid 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for the rest of your life in what's called passive residual income. So let me give you an example of a benefits equity. Okay, let's say the company decides to distribute the $20 million in profits for the year. We decide to distribute it. Well, the way it works is 50% goes to the owners and 50% goes to the equity partners, which is what we fall under. So in this example of $20 million, $10 million goes in the distribution pool. Let's say it's a few years down the line, 1 million shares have been issued of equity, and you got about 20,000 shares by that point. You're a senior vice president. You built this thing up. Well, in this example, every share is worth about $10. If you $10 million divided million, that's a $200,000 profit sharing check. Could anyone get excited about that? Okay. The company doesn't know more. That could be even higher. But let's say we mess it up. Let's say we only do 10% of what I'm talking here. We mess it up and we get it 90% wrong. That's still a $20,000 profit sharing check. Could you be excited around the holidays to get a $20,000 profit sharing check coming in? Would that help you? Would that change your holiday season? I believe it probably would. Okay, so starting your journey. Okay, we have a complete system here. You get your own website, your own marketing app. We run our business. We have an app runs right from your phone. You can share information, share videos. People can sign up as customers. All you have to do is send a video to them. It'll give them information on the product, the service, the business opportunity itself. And when they sign up, if they order something, you get paid on it. It even tells you when they're watching the video, how much of the video they watched. Okay, you get the wholesale pricing when you're part of our company as well. You get discounts, the residual income, and there's no quotas, there's no limits, and it's willable. So the most important thing is when you take a second job, a lot of us take second jobs or working second jobs, we have to work someone else's schedule. Here, we set our own schedule. Work any place, anytime. You can work from anywhere in the world. If you have access to a computer and a phone, you can run your business from anywhere you want. Okay, again, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. We do online live training events, and you have a support staff that's going to take care of handling all of the product fulfillment, track all the ordering, do all the contracts with the companies to get our products and everything. They handle support. Everything's tracked. You can look at your customers, look at how much, what they're spending, look at who the customers are, look at your organization, look at how many customers are coming on, look at your organization's doing, look at all their customers. It's a complete system, and it would cost tens of thousands, probably hundreds of thousands of dollars to put together a system like that. Now, I was looking at franchising at one point, and to open a franchise is anywhere between $75,000 and a little over $1 million in franchising fees. Plus, you have to have at least between $250,000 and $500,000 in liquid assets for the store and the inventory and everything else. Here, you get all the benefits of franchising. There's all the benefits without any of the headaches or the overhead. So, getting started in the business, okay? $299.95. It's about $350 by the time you're done starting this business. We did $350. It could be, and if you really want to add an extra product in a discount, it'd be $400. But the fact is, game plan is to make $1,500 in your first month in the business if you're serious. Again, let's say it takes you a little bit longer than that. Big deal. A lot of people get hung up on the money here. Okay, what I'll tell you is this: when you're starting a traditional business, what happens is you have to take out business loans. Okay, here you could put it on a credit card and pay it off before the credit card bill is even due. And even if you have to pay interest, let's say it takes you 6 months to become profitable for some reason, and you're on a really lousy interest rate. Okay, let's say 25% interest. Okay, 25% interest. Let's say it's $400. That would be $100 of the course fee year. So for $50 in interest, you could over 6 months you could start your business. Okay, think of that. That's about $8 a month to run a business, and the tax advantages again are worth thousands of dollars. If you can't get at least a couple $100 back a month in tax refunds because of this business, you're not doing it right. And again, you're also going to be awarded 500 benefits of equity shares when it gets started. Now, our Platinum Plus is the only thing, all the overhead you want to have. It's $49.95. You get, again, it's free with five. So if you refer 5 team members, 5 people to the Platinum Plus, whatever it may be, you get yours for free. Now, the other thing is that we're running a promotion right now. So anyone that comes in and get started with the company, once they're on Platinum Plus for 3 months, in addition to 500 shares, we're going to give them an additional 250 shares. So that's 750 shares of equity. So even if the shares are worth 50 cents a share, you're still profitable. Think about that. Okay. So plan B with Epic. No boss, home base, no set hours, minimal investment, no big overhead. Most importantly, residual income, getting paid over and over. Okay. You can build a legacy. You can build something that would not only last you, but could last for your children and potentially your grandchildren. No, benefit them as well. Leave a legacy. So at this point, you're one of 3 types of people. First person says, Dave, I like what I've heard, but I just want to try out some products and services. I like them and they work for me. I may want to refer other people to it and get paid. Great. Get back with the person who invited you on and try out those products and services. No, they're going to benefit you. Again, I love the Captivita product, our PDQ pain spray and our 3 Extreme pain cream. They work, they call PDQ. You count backwards from 10, the pain is gone. So we have the most amazing products and services. Again, if you want to know more about them, get with the person who invited you on. They can go through them individually. Second person has questions. Great. Again, get back with the person who invited you on, and they will get your questions answered themselves, or probably they'll have one of their senior partners or someone else that's been around a little longer, in case they're a little bit newer, in case the person invited you a little bit newer, to answer your questions. Again, you don't ever have to answer the questions. You'll have people like myself and other people that will be able to answer questions while you're learning. The goal is to teach you to be that expert. In other words, think of when you take a job and it's a brand new job first week and someone calls in with a question, you don't know the answer, you go to the person that's been there 10 years that's training you and you listen, let them get on the phone and listen to what they have to say. Same thing here. We'll help you every step of the way. And third person says, Dave, what do I got to do? Let's get started. I want to make some real money with this deal. I want the tax advantages. I'm looking for life-changing income. If that's you, stick around. We'll show you what to do. So 3 ways you get paid. First way, you're sharing products and services. So every time you refer anyone to our products or our services, any of the ones, you get paid over and over every time they order the product, every time they pay a bill. The next way you get paid is by sharing Epic. As you build, your team, and as they get customers, you can get paid for referring them. When I was in corporate America and I helped fill a job, my company had a job opening and I referred my friends to it. They gave them a referral fee after, 30 days. Here, it's paid weekly. You refer some to the company, that Friday, you'll be paid for the referral to the company because you're getting customer getters. And the next thing is help others do the same. Help your customer getters to get customer getters to get customer getters to get customers and customer getters and get paid through infinity. And infinity is a big amount. Okay, so recapping. Again, starting up in the business, $350 or less to start the business. Okay, you can earn over 4 times your initial investment back. I've had someone do this in 24 hours. I had someone hit the $1,500 bonus in 24 hours. That's the record. 27 hours. That's the record right now. Okay, but game plan, again, put this on a credit card, put this on overdraft, whatever. It's a cheap loan to get a business started. You're not having to mortgage your home. You're not risking anything. In fact, I've spent more money on that on a bad vacation weekend. Now, next we get paid. Again, the customer club bonuses, anywhere from $100 to $500 a month, of $1,200 to $6,000 a year in customer club bonuses. The earned position, a quick start bonus. I talked about the $1,500 bonus. If you help in your first 60 days, you help 2 people do what you did, help 2 people get to the executive trainer position, you're an additional 750 plus those anywhere, that 100 to 85 to up from there in override. So that's another over $2,000 there. $1,500 bonus national director, $5,000 for SVP. So there's a lot of quick money available in this company. Residual income, again, using the example of our Captivita. The bigger you build the team, the more you make. The bigger your customer base. Again, it goes up residually. And every time those customers order, you get paid over and over and over again, and it grows geometrically. Now imagine what you could do with an extra 1,000, 2,000, $5,000 a month that just showed up because people were ordering products and services on a monthly basis, paying for things that benefited them. So again, you get paid 8 different ways in our company: residual commission and products and services. Okay, we talked about that. The Epic Start bonuses, again, up to $5,000. The Customer Club bonuses, up to $6,000 a year. The winner and coaching bonuses, up to over $850 for helping someone hit the executive trainer position. The earned position bonuses and the car allowance, up to $1,200 a month for a car of your choice. The benefits equity. So there's a lot of money and a lot of opportunity in this company. So at this point, it's your choice. Most people work the corporate model: 40 hours a week, 40 years, 40% it wasn't enough, and a $40 Timex. You work dollars for hours. You go to work, you get paid. You don't go to work, you don't get paid. Our epic success model is residual income. Make a fortune, become leverage, get paid not only on what you're doing, but the efforts of many, many, many other people. God forbid, no, I had to take time off for a family illness. I had to take 5 months off from my business. My job, I never could have done that. I stopped doing my business basically for 5 months, just dabbled in it, and my check continued to grow because of who I shared it with, and they were still sharing it, and they were sharing it, and my customer base grew, and the money continued to come in. That's security. That's comfort when you know the money's coming in whether you're working or not. So if you see an opportunity, get back to the person who invited you on, get started today. I'll say regret weighs tons. I'll leave you with this. I had an opportunity back in the mid 90s. I was living in California, and I was living in Redondo Beach area, and I had this friend of mine. Her name was Sue. She was a lifeguard, kind of the Pamela Anderson Baywatch lifeguard. Had a high school degree. I had a master's degree. I was far sharper than she was. And she told me to invest in this company that was going to do internet, that's free searching on the internet. The internet was just coming out at that point. I said, "How do you get paid on free? I don't get this." And then she told me the name of the company. And I thought it was a chocolate milk drink. I thought she said the name of the company was Yoohoo.com. No, no, that free search company wasn't Yoohoo.com. Everyone knows what the company was. She's a deca millionaire now. Okay. She's worth over $10 million, still a lifeguard. She loves what she does. She has a condo about 100 yards from her lifeguard stand, parks right at the beach. Um, and she lifeguards because she loves the social atmosphere. She doesn't need money. I missed that opportunity. So when this came along, I said, what if they're right? What do I have to lose? And if you're thinking the same thing, for a few $100s, for the upside potential of life-changing wealth and a guaranteed tax saving, no, guaranteed, I can guarantee everyone, I can show you how to put $1,000. If you work for someone else, I can show you how to put $1,000 extra tax refund into your pocket every single year just because you have this business. If you see an opportunity, get back to the person, get started. So again, my name's Dave Silverman. I want to thank you for your time today. I appreciate your coming out and looking at the information, and I look forward to seeing you at the top. Take care and God bless.